Let's go back and speak about COVID-19 issues because right now I've been joined by Dr. Dacosta Aboagye, who is head of risk communication with the COVID team with the Ghana Health Service. And Dr. Aboagye, I'm grateful for your time. Today, there's been back and forth with your mandatory vaccination exercise. The advocate for Christ Ghana has been accusing you of treating Ghanaians unfairly by asking that people mandatory or making it mandatory for people to vaccinate upon entry into the country, and also asking people around in the country to vaccinate compulsorily. How do you respond to this?
Thank you very much, Aisha. Good evening or afternoon to everyone.
Good afternoon.
Now, you remember the last time when I'm not sure if it was you or someone, I told the person that we have declared the month of December as a vaccination month, of which we are working through. We will respect people's rights. We know the Public Health Act very well. The Public Health Act of 2012 Act 851. In fact, section of it, which is I think from 20. I think it's from 20. Okay, let's take the 26. You see, 26, for example, says that a public vaccinator may examine and vaccinate a person who arrives in the country but cannot produce satisfactory evidence of successful vaccination. So currently, if you look at the powers of the ministry, the Ghana Health Service, and what the minister has invoked now, this is what we are working on for the travelers coming in country. Now we know that you need an executive instrument, which I have said this over and over in so many platforms. That is when the in-country mandatory vaccination kicks in. We are not there yet. We are now preparing the population to make sure that obviously we give them enough opportunity for them to get vaccinated. So we will certainly get the EI in place before the mandatory vaccination in country kicks in.
But at the airport,
okay. What we have done at the airport is within the legal framework of Public Health Act 2012, which is section 26. It's clear. There is no ambiguity in that. And every lawyer, even the secondary school students will tell you this. So I don't know why people are making noise saying that we are not respecting their rights and everything.
I'm curious to know.
You have lawyers as well.
Dr. Aboagye, I'm curious to know what the law says. The law that you just quoted. What does it say? Okay,
so it says that a public vaccinator may examine and vaccinate a person who arrives in the country but cannot produce satisfactory evidence or successful vaccination. So we are within our right to, as long as we are protecting the whole population, to protect the 30 million as against an individual. And we are backed by the Public Health Act 2012 Act 851, Section 26. It's clear on the examination and vaccination at the point of entry.
Are you saying that there's no mandatory vaccination in the country, within the populace right now?
No, for now, there is no mandatory vaccination for now.
Okay.
For now, because the month of December has been declared as the month of vaccination.
But it's not mandatory.
Giving people the opportunity to vaccinate. Then the health minister, by an executive instrument, will come with the mandate. And he said at the press conference that we had, the Director General said, I have explained this in various platforms, various public health experts are explaining. So because we know the law. So the fact is, we are now preparing the population so that we respect all rights. But what we have done at the airport case back today, we are within the law. to do that.
But even before you kickstart the mandatory vaccination, the group is quoting Article 12 of the Constitution, which spells out fundamental human rights for the citizenry, the right to associate, the right to actually choose what they really want for themselves. Where lies the legality of this exercise you seek to embark on?
Well, I have. You see, we are in a pandemic. We are in fact, if you are in a pandemic, there are certain things like you are confronting a war. You are confronting war. There are certain things that you have to do, and the pandemic gives the health minister the right to do certain things, and it's exactly what we have done. We have not violated anybody's right. Let me put that right. We have not violated anybody's right. And I have given you that invocation of the Public Health Act 2012, Act 854, Section 24, gives the Ministry of Health, the health authorities, the mandate to vaccinate people at the point of entry. That is within the law. So we haven't violated anybody's right.
Well, it's been 2 weeks since you started your vaccination drive. How has the progress been?
Thank you. So it is going very well. Let me say that, you see, when we started, we had vaccinated only about 5 million of the population. But as we speak now, we are about 7.5 getting to 8 million people. So it means we are doing a lot. And it is working very well. In fact, at some centers, there are queues. And I think we are moving into a campaign mode maybe within this week. And this is where we will intensify the above-the-line communication. Then we will be, like I told you the other time, so we are taking the vaccines to people. So it is working very well. On Sunday, we'll be going to churches. We will be going to places where people gather, like football stadia and other places, and it is working very well. In fact, personally, I have contacted the GPRTU, and they gave us a list of all the stations that they want us to vaccinate them. So I'm linking up with the Greater Accra region for them to do that exercise. They have told me that they've done some of the stations, but we still have more to go.
So the over 7 million that you talk about, are they people who have been fully vaccinated or partially vaccinated?
I think I have to check. I have to check my data to give you the real numbers of people who are fully vaccinated. But what I'm trying to allude to is that the last time when we spoke, the total number of people who had been vaccinated, I think, was around 4,000 or 5,000. But to do within 2 weeks or less than 2 weeks about 3 million people, it means that our system is effective and efficient. So we are only appealing to Ghanaians to avail themselves to be vaccinated. See, our target is 20 million. Do we have the vaccines to vaccinate the 20 million population? Yes, we do have them. In fact, the last time we had about 12.3 million of the vaccines in, and we have 8 million in the pipeline. But because we continue to vaccinate, I think when I checked yesterday, it was about 9 million. We still have some vaccines in the pipeline coming in. Now, there's one thing that we have done. We are also using the Pfizer to vaccinate 15-year-old adolescents in school. So that exercise is also going on very, very well. And I know for some universities, they've even issued an alert to parents that they have to, their children or their wards should be vaccinated before they come back to school. All these measures are good to support the system that we put in place so that we all get the herd immunity. We open our economy, we open our social activities, then we get back to normal. We get our lives back.
I'm grateful for your time. Dr. Dacosta Abuaje is Director of Health Promotions and Head of Risk Communication Team at the Ghana Health Service. We'll take a break on The Pulse this afternoon. We'll bring you the very latest from the world of sports.